Good evening, Off the Bench Sports family. The show live. First off, we want to dedicate tonight's show to my mother, Annie Grayson. Her birthday is coming up soon, in 5 days, so I want to take this time and have a quick moment of silence in remembrance of her. Thank you guys. That was kind of tough. I've been trying to figure out how to deal with that part of it all day. Once I decided that this would be something good to do to honor her, it was because of her life lessons and teaching and discipline, the reason why I'm the young man I am today. So let's get started. The show live from Tip-Off Sports Bar, Grill, and Daiquiri. Joining us tonight is co-host Robert Valdez.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having us.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Thank you for coming, man. Our first guest, few of East Ascension's finest, EA Spartan basketball players. To my immediate left is junior guard Cam Carter. To his left is senior guard Cam Dunbar. And to his left is senior point guard Trey Joseph. What's up?
How many guards y'all got, man? Y'all guard full. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Yeah, you can start it off, man. How y'all been, man? How was your summer?
It was good.
That's okay. Oh, that's the talker right there?
Yeah.
We'll start right here.
Let's start right there.
Because the point guard, you always got to be the one to say something.
Yeah, vocal.
This is summer, man. Summer ball and conditioning and weight room, you guys in weights. Okay. What does it look like? How was your summer? And then, what do you guys think about preseason and getting started off?
Here you go, Trey.
It was pretty different this year, the coaching change. I said the summer we condition a lot. It's a new thing that really do. We just been changing everything up and then going in a new direction. Just trying to do something better than done before.
I know we did good this summer. We got a lot of things we got to improve on, but we get better every day. Coach putting us in our right positions be great. So
Some feel like we came to the team. So we won now.
As a coach, I'm gonna ask this question as a coach. How do you challenge your teammates and hold them accountable? When you set a bar and you know what your goals are, you guys went the second round last year, all right? You had some attrition because you had some coaching changes in the middle of it. How do you hold your teammates? How do you honestly hold your teammates accountable? Do you guys understand that if you want to be a great team, that you got to really have the conversation that's uncomfortable?
I think it's more about just being yourself and following, coach have this plan for you because like I always say, there's never reason in the wrong direction. So just following them step by step, do like they just doing the little things.
coaching staff, they already set a high bar for us. So every day we just got to come in 100%, keep guys ready, follow them.
Just how do you hold your teammates accountable? Like if you see a guy that's not all the way in, you know what I'm saying? How do you challenge him?
I'll get on. This is big cat. This doesn't take a lap. Yeah.
Because you're only as strong as your weakest link. And you guys are trying to make a run. So in making that run, everybody needs to be on board. Everybody needs to be on board. Everybody needs to understand what the goals are. And if you have to waste time on picking up the ones that's dragging, that takes time away from you to get better. So if the coaches can only do so much, but they're not in the locker room all day. They're not in the locker room. So championship teams have to have somebody in the locker room that's like, all right, dude, you know, we gotta pick this up. We gotta pick this up. We just want to be mediocre or we want to try to be better. So that's kind of what I was getting.
What happened over the summer that made you guys say, now we understand what it is that our new coach expects from us, and how do you guys add on to that once you get the rest of your team back? As you win, you learn.
This summer, we went on like an 18-game winning streak. So like we knew everything was flowing right, and they were putting us in the right position, and we were winning. So we just got to keep that up, continue to get better every day. When the football players do that and play basketball, they just got to follow us, because they're putting us in a position right now, so they got to be behind us.
Awesome.
Man, y'all did a great job, man. The interviewing process is like playing basketball. The comfortable you get at doing it, the more you won. You guys started off shaky. Y'all won in the end, though, man. Thank y'all for joining us. We're going to ask Coach Turner to step in now.
You should not bless away.
You get the semi-hard questions, Coach. Joining us now is first-year head coach, because you didn't have a full season last year, so we can't really count that. First-year head coach, East Ascension High School boys basketball, Tyler Turner. Coach, how are you tonight? I'm great. You had your first full summer with your group. What was that like for you, and what adjustments did you have to make in order to show them that everything was going to be down the line?
With the players this summer, I gave them basically free reign to be themselves. I trust each and every one of them, and they trust me, so I want them to understand that a player-led team is a championship team. So I want to give them the keys to the wheel, and I trust them that they know what I expect, what our expectations are each and every day, and they hold each other accountable for that on the court, off the court. For example, I'm going to use my point guard Trey. He broke up a fight at school. So not today, but probably about a day or two ago. So he broke up a fight at school. So that's just going to show them that the things that we learn on the court also translates off the court. So.
Yeah, going from, entering the race in the middle of the race, where you kind of have to just strap up and saddle. What was the biggest adjustment when you had some time to plan for the season?
Well, like you say, moving from that second seat to that third seat,
yeah,
that's tough. That's a whole lot of pressure.
Right now,
there's different expectations and everything on you. When you went to that first seat, you got to trust the assistant coaches that they see stuff that you don't see, and think on the same page. Before as just trying to get the kids ready, it's just taking a step back and understanding each individual kid, understanding their strengths, understanding their weaknesses, and trying to put them in the best position possible to be successful.
You find yourself having less time for recreation things now, don't you?
Oh, way less time. More time in their office, spending on them, trying to get them right.
Right.
How was the addition? You had to become a head coach. Sometimes you have to make coaching changes. Tell us about the coaching staff that you have now, and how have they helped you create a championship winning mindset to forge ahead for this new season?
The coaching staff that we have now, I say we got the best coaching staff, because we sit down each and every day and we spend time to talk. We don't always agree on stuff, because I don't want to yes. Like we butt heads at times, disagreeing, but we come to a common ground because we have the kids' best interest at heart. The addition that we had this year was Crandell Williams, which is a retired military officer and everything. He moved back down from Texas. He brings to the staff, he brings attention to detail, he brings discipline to the kids, and a little bit more structure. more structure on what we had and everything like that. So he helps out a lot with that. And I got Coach Randall Lawrence, he coaches our freshman team. Coach Randall is your rah-rah guy. He comes in there, he gets some hype and everything, so he get on too, but he brings enthusiasm and everything for the kids. So all three of us together, I think we're a good mixture. All of us paying attention to different things. We're not scared to hold each other accountable, because if we expect the kids to hold each other accountable, we got to hold ourselves accountable. So like I said, we sit down every day and just talk and just try to figure out the best schemes for the team and for each kid. Try to just simplify everything to make it flow better.
Good. That's awesome. How's the district look? How's the schedule look? What does it look like? I know it's hard for coach. Because I tell people all the time, coach, I hate answering questions on speculations and all that.
Right.
But how does your teams, your schedule, what's the makeup of the schedule and all that?
I would say we have a tough schedule. We have Skylander on the schedule, Madison Prep on the schedule, we got Walker on the schedule. We go to Washington tournament, you go to Madison Prep tournament. District gonna be tough, but y'all district is always tough. You got Catholic High, you got Dutchtown, you got Santa Monica, McKinney, and we're going new addition this year to the district. So I'll say top to bottom, our schedule, it's not a night where we would go in there and say we can take it easy and get this win. Every night we have to come in there ready. Every night is like a playoff atmosphere. So that's it. So our goal, which is every team goal, is to win the state championship.
Yes.
I'm trying to put them in that position every day in practice in a tough environment. So when we get to the game, it's nothing that they see. They're ready to go.
Right now, I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked your kids. Football players are out. How do you guys sustain until the help comes? That's gonna help you guys be better for the long run to make an extended push for state championship in Lake Charles.
Well, the guys that we have right now are all of them solid. All of them are good guys. All of them are hard workers. I'm gonna use each and every one of them. The biggest thing with them, they play together as a team. There's no one person looking to score 40, 50, 60 points. They don't care who scores. As long as we get the W and playing hard, playing together, that's all that matters to those guys. And like right now, like we're building a culture of togetherness right now. So just trusting one another and believing in one another. So once the football players come back, it's just getting them to understand where we're at, what direction we're going in, and getting them to fall in line with them. And I think if they do that, they have a choice. It's gonna be a seamless transition. And the guys that we got right now, I have no doubt that they're gonna hold it down to the football players get there.
It's funny because the football players get there, and there's not as much air in the gym as there is outside the field. So it takes them a couple of games to get their legs and all that. That's good, man. I mean, really excited for you. Excited for the opportunity. Hopefully, I can get out there. It's not that far from drive from Gramercy to go in there.
You have a chance to come down there because St. James playing in our sporting classes.
I just like to just watch. I like to watch people. And it's funny. I like to watch passionate kids.
Right.
And the guys that came up there early, you kind of get that feel for them. You kind of can tell the demeanor. So I like to watch passionate kids really exemplifying what you guys instilling in them. And that to me is something that doesn't have a talent around it. It's just, that doesn't require talent.
Right.
It just requires attention to detail and how much you want to do is that you can talk to.
Right.
So I'm excited for you.
I appreciate it.
Coach, this is a question for you, being an athletic director.
Yeah.
Athletic director and a football coach. How much emphasis and pressure do you put on your basketball coach to win?
Well, here's the thing about it. And it's funny that you said that because I think that what we have at St. James is that we the things, not necessarily the big things. And like our philosophy is that if you can take care of the little team
Right.
and daily, they're going to eventually become muscle memory habits.
Right.
And those habits will be able to be exemplified during the game. So if they can, if it's as simple as getting to class on time,
Right.
doing what you're supposed to do in the classroom, take care of, your assignments so you're not falling behind. If you'll stay ahead of it and then get the practice on time and you do figure eights, make sure that you stay in front.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, you get a good crisp pass and then point and throws and all that. I'm talking about this.
Somebody coach a little basketball before.
As an AD, I pay attention. I see in the gym and I pay attention. So what I ask our coaches to do is I ask our coaches to really be meticulous on the little things. And then coaching and talent combined will equal success.
Right, you got to build that foundation.
Yeah.
Part about building the foundation is that the fans don't have the patience. They want everything to happen right then and there, and sometimes it don't. Sometimes it don't.
The millennials are taking over society. It's funny you say that because I was watching the news this morning about waiter. Like, we can't even go get our own food.
Right.
So everybody wants instant gratification. They don't understand that in building something, there has to be a process that has to be met. You cannot go from A to Z. You have to go to B and the rest of the alphabets. And you have to be able to master the whole thing. So, my advice as an AD to you is to stay the course, don't compromise your values, and around you understand what that's your purpose and your values, and go away from that.
Appreciate it.
Hey, we want to thank Coach Turner and his crew for taking time for joining us, man. Appreciate it. Y'all have a safe trip back home.
Yes, sir.
And I guess it's Gator Hate Week. For everybody don't know, the big rivalry, voted the best rivalry in the state. I've talked about it so much, y'all should know by now. St. Amant Gators versus EA, the old stadium on Burnside under the oak tree, this Friday night. East Ascension, St. Amant.
Oh, yeah, they're cooking right now.
Yeah.
So it's starting right now.
Hey, I'm going to show a little this right now.
Go Big Blue.
So, yeah, thank you, Coach, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
We look forward to having you and your guys again, man. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so now I'm going to do something a little different that I messed up on this part last week. I didn't thank our sponsors until the end. And that's a big no-no because they pay a couple of dollars. They pay $2 or $3 to be in this part of the show. So this week we're going to start off by thanking our sponsors, Tip Off Sports Bar, Grill, and Daiquiri, 2972 Boulevard, Baton Rouge, Goshen Amadei Attorneys at Law, Don'tDelay.com, 225-647-1700, Allen B. Davis and Associates, ABDlaw.com, that's out of Gonzales, Louisiana, Triple B's Barbershop, 225-328-6920, that's Smokes Smith. They accept walk-ins or by appointment. They want you to come in and get the Triple B experience.
Come on, you and I, we're going to go together.
That's gonna be quick, though. Quickest cut ever.
Yeah.
And so, automotive repair consultants, Baton Rouge, that's Cordell Jones, 225-250-2232. We want to thank our sponsors for our first segment tonight. Now, right now, our second guest hasn't made it yet, but we're gonna wait because I just got a message from her saying she's on her way. The traffic was bad.
Coming up our table was bad.
So we'll be patient and push her toward the end. Coach, let's talk a little bit about non-traditional sports. Over the last 24 hours, I had a chance to attend the Tri-Parish Media Day for the Homer Thibodeau area. Got to meet some coaches that I didn't know, and also some coaches from sports that I didn't know. So I'm gonna run through a couple of things real quick. And Coach, we'll just do one at a time. Grab one off the stack, Coach.
You wouldn't pick Edie White, but that's what we play this week. That's our South Side Live. You know, fly this one on to me, huh?
Right, so we talking about girls soccer right now. It's a little informational packet, HLB Braves, HL Bourgeois Braves. They have a long list of kids, man. Like they got about 25 kids on the soccer team. The head coach is Kevin Kaiser. Assistant coaches Henry Ruiz and Randy Kaiser. Some of their notable games, Terrebonne, they're hosting a junior high tournament. So if you like soccer, I'm going to be posting their schedules.
And Edie White here has a couple of big games. They have a Terrebonne scrimmage Central Foods tournament, and soccer classic tournament in New Orleans, which I'm assuming is going to be pretty big. Soccer is taking off over the last couple of years.
Right.
Basically, because of the movement and all that, it's just the season they play in is really bad.
Yeah, it's
So that makes me respect them a lot more.
right. For those that don't know, soccer is played right after football.
Right.
And so it's played through Christmas, through the New Year's, up until right around the time that the boys and girls basketball championship series starts.
Right.
So
It's tough weather conditions.
it's definitely tough weather conditions. Central Foods, Lady Trojans soccer. I don't have
I got Eleanor right here. Eleanor girls soccer head coach, Jalissa Mulligan, assistant coach Edwin Gonzalez, and like Director Gus Brown. And, they got a lot of their games. Will be played at South Terrebonne. They're going to be playing in St. John, Terrebonne, the Vanderbilt Catholic. There's a lot of games that they schedule, and they're playing. And the thing about them is strength. You got to be strong. A lot
yeah,
of people think it's just running.
right.
To play 90 minutes of running,
A soccer game is 90 minutes.
at least, they have a little break, but there's about 90 minutes.
Right, and they play like 3 quarters, for
Yeah.
y'all that don't know.
Yeah.
Soccer is played in quarters as well. They have 3 quarters and they go into an overtime in BDB. And I think it's first score wins type deal.
Right. It's
So-
kind of crazy.
You got Vanderbilt Catholic Girls Soccer, the Lady Terriers. If this title was a little bit bigger, I might can tell y'all who they play.
So I'll probably pass it on. I got some semi-good eyes. Yeah, they're going to be basically, St. Thomas More should be pretty good. St. Thomas More is always traditionally well. Careful tournament, St. Scholastic of Mississippi, Lunch at the Dominican tournament, Mount Carmel. A lot of big time matches here for the Vanderbilt County Terriers, State Terriers. The head coach is Philip Melody. And look like I said, they've been pretty successful because last year they were 27-3-3. That's 33 games.
That's tough.
That's a lot of games.
That's tough.
So I expect them to be they're 4-time state champions. So they look like to be having some type of dynasty going on over there.
Right. They're doing some stuff right when you win a soccer championship 4 times. So next I got Thibodeau Boys Soccer. The Tigers, the head coach is Gregory Galzor. Assistant coach is Ronnie Barlow. I hope I got that right. Shout out to Thibodeau Boys basketball, man. Got to see my guy, Coach Clark, over there, man, last night at the Tri-Parish Media Day. It is always just a gang of laughs when you see Coach Clark. If you know him, then you know that it's going to be some jokes being thrown around. Thibodeau, not such a really great win, great tournament win. They 4-12 with 2 ties last year. District, they didn't do very well either, so they're looking to pick it up this season, and we hope that they do here.
I don't know how this keep happening once again. Edie White Boys Soccer. We'll see each other Friday. But Edie White Boys Soccer, they play a lot of the games at Pearl Park. They're going to be playing St. Joseph. They're going to be playing Santa Mont. Sophie Wright, Parkview, Ramon De La Salle. Yes, another lower schedule. There's some, Vanderbilt, Fletcher, some traditional schools. Last year they were 16-6 in district. They were 8-0. They were district champions in district. So like I said, anticipate them having another great year.
All right, this is the last one for boys soccer, HL Bourgeois Braves. Coach looked like they had a tough season as well, 4-12 with 4 ties. Nothing else really matters after that because you probably don't get to postseason play.
Just look like they're trying to build a program and get the kids out there, trying to continue and build on it.
So, hey, I'm going to be keeping my eye on you soccer teams all across the state. Y'all know 225-210-6445. Call me sometimes. Let's chop it up. Man, let's get to, hey, come on in the middle, man. Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Still squeeze in a little bit right
Yeah, squeeze in right there, man. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. So, right now, one of the reasons why our guest host is here is because tonight we're talking about 3A football. 3A football generally is always solid. In this state, we all know 5A football. 5A football is what it is, be it selected, non-select. But I think this season, 3A is probably the best from top to bottom, the best it is in the state as far as football goes.
Yeah, it's a lot of good teams. 3A is a middle bar. It's we're in Buffalo. You have 5A select, 5A non-select. Then you have your 1A and 2A. And 3A is that classification that's kind of just in the middle. You have a combination of one-town schools. You have a couple of inner-city schools. And then it's great coaching. And so those rosters are middle. A lot of guys have some good numbers. Typical 3A team will probably rest about 60, 65 kids. And there's some usual suspects in this division that is going to be real interesting come postseason.
Right. So again, we're gonna try to do something different this week. Last week we started from top to bottom, and then went back. I think that was kind of backwards. Nobody wants to hear all that. So this week we're gonna go from the bottom, and when we get to the top, we're gonna tell you why these guys are here.
Okay.
So.
We start with right now like I just say, puts out, they do a great job of putting out their power rankings, the strength factor and all that. So as of right now, the final numbers, PowerPoints and everything will be ratified Sunday morning after week 10. As of right now, Mansfield is sitting there at 32 with a 4-5 record and a strength factor, power rating of 10.7. And they are of District 1, North Louisiana. As your neck of the woods up there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Migrated down to warmer weather. So they like I said, they're playing a real tough district right there. So right now they're battle tested, and that'll be a tough draw. That'll be an early tough draw for someone because they're a little bit battle tested. Iron sharpened iron. They may not have the depth and things like that, but when you get the playoffs, throw the records out.
Right. Definitely throw the records out, man. Mansfield, though, it's tough meeting the team in the playoffs at 32 that is probably going to end up being 10-0. And, that just sucks the life right out of you. I've been on that end as a coach before when you had to play really good team and you got to figure out how to stop 10 different things, but it's really the one thing that gets you.
Right.
My bad, I might have said something I wasn't supposed to say there, but it's always that one thing that gets you though.
I look down when you said that.
My bad, coach. My bad. 31 Frederick Douglass High School, 10-14 the power rating, down in District 10-3A. 10-3A at New Orleans area.
I mean, you know, they played some good teams and they played them extremely tough. You know, those guys down there, they definitely have some talent. The coaching, it's a new school,
Right.
and they're kind of finding their way and all that. So they're one of those teams that you don't have enough on them to kind of be able to know exactly what their chemistry is.
Right. At 30 is Brewery High School. They're right now. It looks like they have a record of 4-5. Then you got Coach Marcus Randall at 29 in Baker High School. Eric Randall, yeah.
Those two teams are sneaky teams. Brewer has a huge quarterback.
Right.
Cam Newton type of quarterback. He's a big boy that makes it go, and they played a real tough schedule. So that may not be a true indicator of who they are. And of course, Baker, man, they're doing a great job. They just come off a big win against Parkview Baptist.
Right. They definitely had a big win against Parkview. Parkview is definitely a traditional powerhouse in their select football bracket. They normally make it to semifinals championship. 28 is Crowley at 5-4, District 6-3-8. St. Martinville 4-5, District 6-3-8.
My buddy's Coach Jerome, the head coach over there, and they've been playing real well. Got a couple of nutrition and all that going on, but that's a scary team.
Right. All those teams in Lafayette, man, they're kind of like, I think the Lafayette, Lake Charles, and North Louisiana area, that's power football and everything below.
It's fast.
It's fast.
It's fast. I ain't gonna let you side with that one. It's fast.
No, it's not just fast, it's super fast, man. You know, y'all
We'll get back to it.
27, 26, Northwest.
That's who we lost last year in North Louisiana. 4 miles from Arkansas. And we lost in the second round of Northwest last year.
I'm gonna have to make that trip there. I did not know Northwest was right by.
Spring Hill, Louisiana. You can go rock and hit the Arkansas line.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Spring Hill is, for those that don't know, it's Carl Malone country.
Yeah.
And in Spring Hill, Carl Malone is probably as close to God as you're gonna get.
Almost up there close to God high.
So 25 ERAS 4-5, 24 Jennings 4-5, Northwest 4-5. I don't think none of those teams are causing any trouble. Mentorship.
That's Coach Woods, Southern alumni.
Yes, Coach Woods got a big win
Yes.
2 weeks ago, man. I was cheering for him.
Happy for him, those guys.
I predicted that win because at that time, Baker was coming off of the big high from Parkview, and I told one of the mentorship coaches, I said, they're going to get that win.
Yeah.
So it worked out in their
Great
favor.
building blocks.
21 Albany at 5-4, 20 Green Oaks Giants, Shreveport, District 1-3-8, 3-6.
That's a scary right there. 3-6, and they're 20 power points. So that means that they must have played, they must have won some big games. 3 of those games, they must have beat a couple of people. Because to be 3-6 and the power point be so high, that means that you've pretty much been able to get a couple of wins against somebody that's won some games. When I see that, I see a team that can sneak up on you, and if you're not really paying attention to the numbers, it's 3-6. You're usually not that high.
Right.
In the power ratings and all that. So that's definitely a tough draw. And live up to the nickname of Giants. And maybe some big boys up there and all that. So that's kind of when the bracket kind of gets flipped a little bit, because a lot of people may not know too much about them.
Right.
They probably just look at the record and be like, oh, okay, 3-6. They may end up 4-6 in the round. But you get the first round, second round, and you're in the dog fight.
Well, again, everybody knows that Green Oaks has kid by the name of the coldest.
The coldest Crawford.
Right.
Coldest.
Just committed to LSU. So Green Oaks definitely, they have a great passing attack. They play, those Shreveport teams, they stay close to the vest. So they play a lot of each other,
Right.
and you know, having to play Houghton and Captain Shreve. You know, Captain Shreve is one of the best
Right.
teams
Very well.
in the state,
Right.
bar division or class. So I'm trying to find Green Oaks here so we can look and see who they played, Coach. You would think that they would be at the top. Yeah, there they go right down there. Yeah, see Captain Shreve, Northwood,
Yeah.
Booker T. Washington, Shreve, DeRitter, Alexandria, 518, Loyola Prep, Mansfield, who's
Right.
tough, Union Parish. Union Parish is one of the toughest teams in, Right.
That's a big win for them.
and Northwestern, your favorite team.
Right, and then the strength of schedule right there, it helps them with the power factor of the opponents they play.
So you may be right, Coach. There may be one of those games that they're actually probably say a 13.
Yeah, underdog, and they're probably, they're sneak up on them.
So
People above them all over well. I mean, I know Lutcher, Lutcher is one of those teams that, they're back in 3A, they were in 4A.
Right.
They're back in 3A, and, they have the roster, and that'd be a real tough draw if they get rolling, that'd be a tough draw for anybody.
They have a lot of experience coming back this year. Lutcher, they got the coach that they wanted there back. I can't think of his name right now, but he was there. Coach Jenkins, yeah, he was there and left, and now he came back like 2 years ago, right? When you came.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, when you came, he came.
Yeah.
Right. So they got the coach they want. They're building. They got some big, strong, solid receivers. Lutcher always has a really good quarterback. Don't let their 4-5 record fool you. Experience is everything when you're talking Lutcher Bulldogs.
Mosier is another one of those Northwoods in Shreveport, right?
Right, Shreveport. Shreveport area.
Yeah, their basketball team, I know they look like they're basketball players, and they're going to be pretty good.
Right. They lost a lot in basketball this year, but guess what?
Yeah, not going to fall too far from the tree.
Nah, they're still solid.
They
They're still
got
solid.
dudes, they got dudes.
What do you know about Kaplan? Kaplan is 17.
That's one of the scrappiest, grittiest teams in the state. They're a wing team. They don't really look that imposing, but man, they play tenacious football. They're ankle leaders. You got to make sure that you get it over, play it over, because
Right.
they're coming on the ball and they're cutting you all the way to the free safety. And the mentality of the Pirates. They play football, old school football. You have to surpass them at that point.
Right.
They're gonna be tough. You gotta be tough.
At number 16 is Gina, 5-4 record. 15 is Union Parish. That's that 2-3A district, man.
Tough district, man.
Tough, super tough
They
district.
have Blossom this week.
Right.
They play Blossom this week.
Carroll this week.
Carroll
For the district championship.
Yeah.
That's good. That game,
So Union's playing Carroll.
yeah,
And Carroll.
at Carroll.
Oh man, that's gonna be rocking over there.
Yeah, Coach Washington, man,
Yeah.
they're having a big whiteout pep rally tomorrow night.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, they're selling.
A little bit contrasting because Union's more power.
Right.
And Carroll's more open.
Yeah, man, I've been telling people this all year. Carroll, and we'll talk about them more in depth later, but Carroll is not the Carroll that you've seen the last 5-7 years.
Okay.
They are for real.
Yeah.
And they're gonna punch you in the mouth. They're not asking for a seat at the table.
No,
They're taking a seat at the table. So we'll talk about them later on.
Okay.
At 14,
Iola's one of those teams that's another team. Went to the semifinals last year, smashed my football.
right.
Physical, great, smashed my football type of team. Nothing fancy, nothing pretty. Just make the game, let the game ride me, and just come straight at you.
Right. At 13 is the Wildman Wildcats, Dean Smith, again, another 2-3A school. The deal, let me tell y'all something. Roslyn's record is 5-4. but they are not a 5-4 team. They were actually playing really well up until the end of car game. They lose the end of car game. The next week, 2 weeks they have to play Carroll. They lose that game, and then last week they lost to, I think it was Sterlington, which is really tough.
It's a tough schedule.
They were in that Wiseman game for 3.5 quarters, and I think that when they realize that they are the Wiseman that play in the car, they'll go deep in the playoffs this year.
Right. Solid. That whole district solid.
Yes. You know. Again, we're going to talk about their district leader in a little bit, but
Knoxville, another team out of our district. We're athletic team. Coach Richardson doing a great job with them. We played them. They punched them out in the first quarter. They really took it to it very aggressive. So that's one of those teams that cannot play anybody.
Right. Donaldsonville has a lot of speed. They love getting to the edge. They're another school that they're not asking for a seat at the table this year. They're trying to take it. They think that they can go a long ways. And shout out to Coach B. Rich and his Donaldsonville Tigers as they're the off-the-bench sports game of the week this week. And they'll be facing district rivals Berwick Panthers and Coach Mike Walker. He's trying to change the culture.
We got Lake Charles Prep at 11. And Lake Charles Prep is one of the interesting teams. I said that the I-10 West Corridor.
Right.
You see a lot of these teams out there where they're very, very athletic. Not a lot of college recruitable guys on that roster. Fairly new kids on the block, but tons of talent and coaches. They do a great job with them to get those kids ready to play. So again, it is going to be crazy.
College prep, man, they love to play physical, man. I've been keeping my eye on them all year. I'm good friends with their athletic director, Coach Freddie Harrison. He keeps me informed on what's going on, man. Lake Charles College Prep is 6-3. They're gonna play like they're 8-1, 9-1. I can guarantee you that when the second round, third round of the playoffs come, they're probably gonna be one of the teams walking through the front door. Booker T. Washington.
Man, they got some talent.
Oh, we're here already.
Yeah.
Let's take a little break. And get our sponsors some love again.
Yeah. All right. Goldshane Amity, attorney at law. Hallam Davis and Associates, audlaw.com. Trump B, Barbara, our favorite barbershop.
Yeah. Smoke Smith,
225-328-6920. Walk-ins and appointments are welcome. Come to get your Triple B experience. Auto repair consultants at 225-250-2232. Ask for Cordell Jones at Auto Repair Consultants.
Hey, auto repair consultants, man. That's a really great automotive shop. If you need to get some repairs done, it's gonna be done quick. It's gonna be done inexpensive, and you're gonna be happy with the results. They specialize in Nissan and Nissan type vehicles over there. If you need a reference, everybody knows Coach Marcus Mitchell at Terra High School. Give him a shout out. He's your reference coordinator for automotive repair consultants. Shout out to Coach Mitch and his Terra Trojans. So we're here, Coach. We are here. The best part of 3A football, top 10. Breaking in at the top 10, these results are as of 10-4, 11-4, 2019. Number 10 is the Booker T. Washington Lions. They have a 10-3-8, 7-2 man.
Coach Wayne Reese is over there doing a good job over there at Booker T. The Lions.
They're notables. They got a win against McBain. They played Isidore Newman. Competed in the game, 27-20 loss. Those guys are putting up 27.6 points per game offensively, giving up 19 defensively. You know, again, they district, they had really strong wins over Sophie B. Wright and McDonough 35. So when you make it to the top 10, you're not there because somebody put you there.
Right. Yeah, they have a really great receiver. These guys want top seats because they have a quarterback that gets it to them. So they got some weapons to be able to stretch the field, and defensively, it looks like they're doing a great job on scores.
And again, one thing that you guys have to remember is that Booker T. Washington is one of those Shreveport area teams, and they played a really tough competition. All those guys sticking close to the vest and playing home with Captain Shreve. That's the New Orleans?
That's the New Orleans from T. Washington.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That's the New Orleans. I think the one T. Washington from the team was 4.
You're right. So that's number 10 and number 9.
You got Caldwell Parish Spartans, 8-1 out of 10-3-8. Big notable wins against Winfield, Valdez, Buckeye, Marksville. Seeing them on film through the years of playoffs. I don't know if that running back said that. Man, it's like, it might be like Iron Head or something.
Right.
Yeah. It was a short guy that just bulldozed everybody. And they're probably going to win that district this week.
Well, they're playing this Friday night. I think with a win, they definitely outright get the district title. They play Marksville. Marksville is a solid stud at 8-1. Right. Again, Caldwell had outspent 35 points against Buckeye, 52 points against Valdez, 20 points against Winfield. Those guys can put the ball in the end zone at 29 points per game offensively, 12 while only giving up 12 points defensively. So those guys can hey, again, they're there. You're gonna have to contend with Caldwell.
You got the Carroll Bulldogs, 2-3-8. We've already kind of prepped them a little bit. They're coming up as right now 8 as of today right now. With huge wins against Madison, 4-2-0. Bastrop, they beat 52-28. They beat Washington 29-8. And then they play Sterlington for district championship this week. So it's going to be really good football right now. And those guys are playing extremely well with a lot of confidence.
Right, they have a really good quarterback, really good running back in Montreal Jones. They have solid receivers they got 3 or 4 receivers that are interchangeable, that are going to run the right routes. But the thing that you got to know about the Carroll Bulldogs and Coach Alex Washington, their heart and soul of their team is their offensive line.
That's it. I love it.
They know how to block. And they're young. Like, they are chock full of freshmen and sophomores that's getting a lot of the offensive line work, so they're going to be a major player. In 2 years, I'm looking for them to beat the Devil Tigers. I said it.
Hey, this to me is probably one of the scariest teams McDonald 35. Because McDonald 35 is coming through there from 40.
Right.
They're coming up, they're 6-3, they're in district 10-3. Look at the opponents that they played. They played St. Aug, which they beat St. Aug 24-13. They played Edna Carr, they played Timberville, they played Booker T. Washington, and they're battle tested. And they went down to West St. John and beat West St. John and really juggernaut early in the season. So that team is one of those teams at 7 that's really, really scary because Coach Reeves has been doing it for years. Just got a 250 victory. The job Coach Reeves' mentor is to go.
Yeah.
Somebody to look up to. So they are very, very, they're going to be a tough ball.
Right. Next up is Marksville. Marksville is in the middle of the world. I'm sorry, the middle of the state, man. Y'all know all of this. Go ahead, man. What's up, Marksville? Shout out to Marksville. They're number 6, man. District 338, 8-1 record. They are playing teams like Pineville out of 258, Crowley. Took a loss to Crowley though. That's where you get the 1 from. But they They did really well against Gina, Caldwell. So Marksville is definitely going to be a contender. That's probably a team that I don't know a lot about and haven't heard a lot about. So we'll see how the rubber ball bounces with Marksville.
The Church Point, Church Point really good year last year. And they are one of the few teams that I know that's another in that area between Lafayette, Opelousas, that whole corridor.
Right.
I call the hub of 3A. That's the hub of 3A. They play Notre Dame, they play Southside, Northwest, Bill Platt. Another one of those teams that they're meticulous at the things that they do.
Right.
They're very well at what they do. They're tough. Those kids, you know, they embody the community and the fan base and support and all that. So for them to come in at number 5, you know, that's major for them.
That's definitely major, man. We're gonna go with the top 4 teams now. At number 4 is the Madison Prep Chargers out of District 738. Those guys are 8-1 on the season, with their only loss coming in week 1 against a very tough, very well coached Chad Mahaffey Walker Wildcats team. Everybody else they've done pretty well against. So
Big win against U High.
right, big win against U High.
Was a shocker. For some people, it's a shocker. For guys like me, it wasn't a shocker. They got some dudes on that roster. Coach Randy Williams has done a phenomenal job since taking over that program. And again, they're forced. They're definitely forced. We just said they're not asking for a seat.
Right.
They're taking the seat. So they have a roster loaded with talent. A couple of DBs and already big time SEC offers and all that.
Right.
They play both ways. And they do a really good job playing with a lot of confidence.
Coach Williams is another one of those guys, man. He took over as the interim coach in the middle of the season. At the end of the season, I think it was 3 years ago, they decided to keep him. And again, every year he's gotten better. I saw him earlier in the year, man, that when they played, I covered their game when they played Southern Lab, and they won by a lot. But it was like, okay, they got to clean up some stuff in order for you to see their greatness. I think you can say they cleaned it up now.
You're always looking to find ways to get better.
Number 3, the LaRonja Wolves.
I know. They came out the back and they meet the first game of the year.
And guess what? A-Meet's there every year, man.
They're there. You know,
You can't lie.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right.
A-Meet is a pretty good football team.
Right. They came out the back and they beat 5A Selma, they beat Hammond, they beat Oakley, and they're beating the teams. And those guys, you know, don't know too much about them, but they obviously are playing good football because to be 8-0, be 9-0 against that type of schedule, that's fantastic.
Right. We probably both in the same boat, Coach, but 28 points, 29 points per game offensively, only giving up 12. That results in wins every time, which is why they are at 9-0.
Right. I mean, hey, you've earned it. You played your schedule, and they've earned the right to be right there. And it's another one of those teams that, I guess, going down there and playing down there, right outside of Hammond, and those woods and all that, so you got to be careful.
The one thing that does disturb me about LaRonja, though, out of their notable games, it's a combined record of 16-20. That means that some of the teams you're playing has lost more than they've won. Take, for instance, like the next team at number 2, the Sterlington Panthers, 8-0, District 238, Carroll, Wasman, Richwood, Union, tough district, super tough district. Those guys combined out of the notables.
That's the usual suspects. If anybody's the usual suspects, they're the usual suspects. They're solid and they're consistent. Those guys are, they're defenders, they say one up from last year.
Right.
They've carried it on to this season, and they're playing good football. Huge game that's going to have a lot of implications this week. You're talking about you have number 2 and number 8
Right.
playing for this championship.
Right.
That game right there, however that game goes, is gonna cause some fluctuations in the bracket. You know, so that's gonna be big. And you know, those guys are battle tested playing Washington Christian, Oak Grove, Washington, and I know Carroll. You know, that's gonna be big.
Right. And out of their notables, now let's look at this. Their average opponents wins are 25-10. That means that they're playing competition.
And big ones.
Right. They're putting up 37 points a game, only giving up 11. Like, you're doing a lot of stuff right when you're scoring 37 and giving up 11.
Right.
Sterlington, I remember about 5 or 6 years ago when Nick Mitchell was the head coach at Southern Lab. Nick Mitchell went 3 years in a row. Who did he have to play 3 years in a row? And Sterlington 2 times, Washington Christian 1 time.
Up there.
Right.
Up there in North Louisiana. Yeah, I remember that.
So-
Place to play.
They know how to win in North Louisiana. They're lining it up. They're going to play smash mouth football, and you're going to have to beat them.
Yeah.
So, at number 1,
Those guys there, I'll tell you, man.
and number 1, out of District 938, 9-0, average opponent record of their notables of West St. John 5-3, Destrehan 6-3, Edie White 5-4, Assumption 8-1, Donaldsonville 6-3. So they're playing competition because their opponents are 30-15. 30-13, I'm sorry. 30-13 combined wins versus losses. These guys are giving up 37 points a game, 38 points a game, scoring 38 points a game. And this is the one part right here. I'm going to put a check by this coach so you can see it. It's the lowest in the state. You guys are giving up 9 points a game. What's your secret?
I think we get lucky. You know, our kids put in a great line of work, and we got a great coach now.
Right.
Some really good guys are doing a great job with the kids and coaches and buying in. We hang out happy defensively. Got some guys in defense that can really run to the ball and make some plays. We've seen a lot of different types of offenses to give up average about 9 points a game, 9.5 points a game. You know, that's phenomenal. And then offensively, we're putting pressure on opposing teams because we're putting some points on the board as well.
And y'all score quick. But I'm telling you, my favorite part of St. James Wildcat football is your bookends.
And them guys are nice.
No, they ain't that nice, coach. And they don't even like people.
No, they don't like us. We keep them quarantined until Friday.
Oh, man.
You know, well, those 2 guys, I don't really give them any stats, but they're having a great year. We got 2 kids on the top 10 this season.
Right.
Chase Eason's got 9, St. John's got 9. So they're getting back there.
I think it was like 2 years ago when I initially met them. Maybe they were really young.
Yeah, the babies, skinny babies.
Right, and I was like, Coach, one day they're going to be big.
Yeah.
And I think they're there now, and they're doing an excellent job for you defensively. Offensively, you got one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the state, period. No matter what nobody says,
It makes me look small.
he's a UTSA commit, and Shamar Smith, really humble dude. I've known him a long time.
Probably one of the best athletes I've ever coached. I've been blessed to coach a lot of kids. And, you know, the big thing about him is that, you know, he's a receiver character.
Right.
But because of the team, you know, he's been playing quarterback. And he's done a great job because he's had to work on, you know, the position and leading and build our offense around him. He's the guy.
Right.
He's the guy. We got a couple of guys that are pretty good. Sean Brothers and Andy Commit. The Sheriff person outside, the young pup that get a lot of attention.
Right.
We got a couple of senior receivers,
Right.
you know that, but it all starts with the guys from the tree.
The Preston kid, Sean, is it Sean Preston?
Shaz.
Shaz, yeah,
His brother
Shaz.
was Sean.
Yeah.
Flag was a message, man.
Hey, you know, hey, I'm sorry, Mr. and Miss Preston. Y'all know I love y'all.
They're good.
Y'all kid is solid though. Solid. He plays football at a very high level with a very high IQ. It's no question why St. James Wildcats football is number 1 in 3A, because those guys have built a product that they built over time. It's not a fly-by-night folly. Coach, you're teaching football over there. You're holding kids accountable. You're holding coaches accountable. That equates to wins. So, with that being said, everybody pay attention to this now, because I'm gonna put Coach on the spot. How deep do you guys go this year?
We set 2 goals. Win district, which we have that chance Friday, and win state. Which that being number 1, probably more likely going there as number 1 seed puts everything in our hands.
Right.
All we ask for is just a chance to play and just bring it every Friday night. So when you look at this bracket, when you look at these teams, we look at all these partner teams, all these programs, you know, for us, we know you can take care of us. We want to take care of our own self. If we continue to play our game and do what we're supposed to, we just take on all comers and let the chips fall in there.
Well, the good thing about this whole process, Coach, is that, again, like you just stated, you guys control your own destiny. Probably 3 of your first 4 games postseason is going to be in Vassar.
It'd be nice, beautiful downtown Vassar, like you call it.
Say, y'all are playing though, St. James High School, brand new school. The stadium is phenomenally beautiful. Like turf field, everything, all the bells and whistles that you want from a high school, and they got great hospitality. What is it? What's y'all favorite? Is y'all do jambalaya and chicken wings?
Chicken wings, we do fries, we do hamburgers, hot dogs, whatever you want. But I gotta plug this. Now we're winning athletically, but we're also winning academically. Like our school culture and administration. I mean, it's
Test scores just came out today.
Yeah, check us out. Let's see how we stand on that. We're doing a good job, and our teachers and all that. So, you know, the beautiful thing that I like about where we are is that it's an entire, like I said, we are one. Our motto this year is our time.
Right.
That's why I tell the kids it's our time. But academically, you know, socially, and athletically, we're trying to put all these together.
Coach, you do every I think it's every Sunday, every Monday.
I'm sorry.
But that's in tune.
Yes.
That's in tune. So every week you do a motivational quote.
Yes, sir.
Where does that come from?
Well, basically what happens is a little deep with it, because we do a word of the week, and we embody that word of the week, and then we expound on that word of the week. And then we tie that word of the week with our Fellowship of Christian Athletes sponsors. So they use that word of the week that goes with the lesson that we discuss on every Thursday. So we try to bring all that together. Man, we have a lot of evils today. Listen, we have a lot of things going on in society today. So we try to get our young men to understand it's bigger than football.
Right.
So we try to bring and raise the focus level on some different things. This week is different because we're playing for this championship. And we have not won this championship St. James in 10 years.
Right.
So last year we played for it. We lost week 10. This year we playing for it. But every week that word has a meaning. It's a continuation. It has a meaning of the lesson that we're teaching. That's coincide with our Fellowship of Christian Athletes, with our sponsors, Lieutenant Colonel Cole, our first sergeant, Brother Boston. They do a great job of Coach James Smith, our basketball coach. They do a great job of providing a chapel for our kids and try to get those students out of them.
Just give us your word for this week, man, and then I want you to tell me about what you know about E.D. White. They gave Donaldsonville and Lutcher. I think they had Lutcher been Donaldsonville the last 2 weeks.
Right. You know, our word of the week is district, and usually, you know, we have different words of the week. But when we talk about district, we talk about taking care of what's in front of us.
Right.
And this is not what we chose. This is what was chosen for us. And oftentimes, you're in those situations where you have to finish. So therefore, we have to finish the process of our district. We've done everything we've asked you to do, they've asked us to do. Now we have to finish this Friday. So our total focus is on our district, the winning that district.
Right.
Winning that district matchup. You know, Edie White is a familiar for us because there's a lot of kids that live in Bradford that don't Edie White. You know, they could be going to St. James.
Right.
But they go Edie White.
Edie White's Thibodeau, Louisiana.
Thibodeau, Louisiana, 20 minutes away. Tremendous rivalry, like I said, 2 years ago, we beat them in triple overtime. Last year, we beat them 27. So there's so much split homes. There's divided homes. They're a good football program. This is a contrast. We're speed. We're speed. And we're fast, and everything that we do about is fast. They're meticulous. They're power. There's running game. There's play action. They're keep everybody in front of the defensively. So for me, I'm excited because it almost extends the playoffs for an extra represents.
Right.
Because we're going to now see something similar later on down the road. And so now to be able to play that game as an opponent, as a rival that we have so much familiarity with, is going to prepare us. And I know my guys are going to be jacked up and ready to go. And this is a big for our community.
Right.
This is 4 of our. Every year we have 4 rivalries. West St. John Thieves, now it's a bit to the west, let you know that we need White Sox. So just, Friday can't get your fast.
So let me ask you this, Coach. And this is, I hope this is a reasonable question. How do you guys beat E.D. White and claim district championship this week?
Well, we have to, E.D. White's a tough place to play. I don't know why. For some reason, it's a tough place to play. I kind of hear that a lot. You know what I'm saying? But, we have to go in there and play clean. We have to play clean games.
Right.
And I get caught up with the emotions. We have to just go out there and execute. Defensively, we have to maintain our keys because they're going to do a lot of misdirection trying to get you. Those teams, what they do is they try to use your speed against you.
Right.
And let you run past plays and all that. Be solid special teams because they'll try to sneak up on you on the special teams and get a sudden change of possession and get the momentum and all that. But I just think that if we just go in and we play our game, we do what we're supposed to. Our offense, defense, all 3 phases, special teams clicking. We've been doing it for 9 weeks, and so why not now? Why not?
Man, when you look at E.D. White, those guys, they have the offensive know-how. They've had some games where they put some points up on the board. I think maybe their weakness is that they've given up some points as well against teams that haven't been very strong, with the exception of St. Charles Catholic.
Right. Well, you see, the thing about that is, I know they're going to be up front.
Right.
So, a couple of those games that they played, probably, for some reason, they wasn't at their best or not, but we know we're going to get their best. And that's what we want. We want their best because we want to be able to play at our best. So, this is it's good for the field. It's funny because there's a lot of district championships up for grabs week 10.
Right.
And it's a lot of jockeying for positions. So that's one of a lot of games that have major significant impact on the whole season.
Right, and it's I'm telling you, it's gonna move the school rankings up and down.
Now it's gonna be crazy.
And somebody's gonna end up crying because they're gonna go to your bracket or they're gonna go to Sterlington's bracket. And I'm telling you right now, because they're super hungry in Monroe, Carroll is the team to watch out for.
I mean, I'll take your word. I mean, I've seen those guys before, and I know that the potential and pride that they have in that community, and it's like going back into the old Carroll days.
Right.
Football that they played back then. So I'm excited because I think that, and I said this before the year started, I said that this is going to be in all sports, in all levels, pros, college, high school. I anticipate this was going to be a great year for us in state of Louisiana.
Right. I agree. Hey, anybody that knows me, man, I don't even watch professional sports anymore. I'm really really taken a back seat. I'm a big college football fan, but I've taken a back seat to watching it because I'm trying to focus more on being a complete high school sports guy. And I just love high school sports, man. I love what you guys are doing in St. James. And I know sometimes it seems as if I'm everywhere but where you are.
But you're good. I'm gonna find you. You're gonna find us. You're good. There's so much, like I said, we're blessed. There's so many great programs, there's so many great coaches, there's so many great communities, and Louisiana football, we don't take it simple. I say it's on nobody. And you look at the NFL, you look at the roster sizing and all that, so we're good.
Everyone, want you to please, I'm going to put the mic down for a second because this is important to me. I'm going to give our special guest co-host a big hand clap of gratefulness. Thank you, Coach Valdez, for joining us, man. We've been super solid since we first met. I told you after the first time we met when I came to St. James and we interviewed in the little room, I said, punish me. I said, man, I was really nervous when I first walked in and met you. But I think we picked it up we were way up there now. We like brothers to me, like we may not talk every day, man, but I hit you up and I said, Coach, I need you to come co-host. You said, I'm there.
Yeah. And you know what I'm telling you? I want to tell you thank you. This is a nice spot here. I got plug tip-offs. This is nice. This is nice getaway spot.
Right.
And I like the atmosphere, the scenery. Thank you, man. I appreciate, to be honest, I appreciate the hustle, the passion. So I saw that from day one, starting basically and just building on it. So much continued success to you. Keep going, keep grinding, keep knocking on doors, keep taking the barriers out of the way, and just keep going.
Hey, I am, man. I'm finding out more and more about myself as every month goes by. And guess what? I haven't turned gray yet, so I'm doing something right.
I don't think we will. We'll keep if we just keep shaking, nobody will know.
Right. So we want to thank Coach Robert Valdez, St. James High Wildcats football, for joining us. Right now, we're going to ask our last guest, Miss Juanita Murphy, to come and join us.
Oh, I got you.
You got this one?
I got this one.
Okay.
I got this one.
Come on in, man. Come on in.
I got
You
it.
take the mic.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
I got you. How you doing, Ms. Murphy?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic.
Nice to meet you.
So I hear that I'm picking another book to my library.
You do.
The author of The Silent Crime, Breaking the Silence. So please tell me a little bit. Tell me about yourself.
About
What
myself.
inspired you to write?
Well, what inspired me to write, I've always written. I've always been a songwriter. I've always sang. So, I've always been inspired to write. I love reading also. So, as a young girl, going through some things in life, and I realized I'm not the only one. And I think there needs to be an advocate for children who go through abuse or who have gone through abuse to help them get through. Sometimes the child or the adult, even an adult, may feel like it was their fault that they were abused or violated. And I'm an advocate to let them know that it's not their fault and there is a way out.
Just reading a little excerpt on the book,
Yes.
The Silent Crime. As a toddler, Nima Day grows up experiencing a topsy-turvy life that comes from living with and surviving somewhere of dysfunctional family life. Seems to be growing as well as it can until she is sexually molested by her half-brother. The lone action sets off a chain of events that follows her into adulthood and influences her choice thereafter. So, again, this is, before I did your experience, I get not that much experience with it, but it's something that is like covered and it's suppressed.
Exactly.
And, it's like the conversation is uncomfortable in the room, the elephant in the room, so
more like what happens in this house stays in this
Right,
house.
yes.
So
yes.
it's a child that goes through that silently alone, you know, with no one to hear their cry, no one to help them, fearful that if they do say something, that something's going to happen to them, or the family may turn on them because they think that it's their fault. You know, but we need to make sure our children are comfortable enough with us as parents to come and talk to us about anything at any time, because things are happening out there.
So the book is basically chronicling this young lady and giving advice as to how to be able to
Deal with it and
signs.
how she got through it in spite of not getting any medical care, mental care, any therapy, because us as African Americans, that's like taboo to go and get some type of therapy. You know, to sit on a couch and talk to someone, to go to a psychiatrist or something like that. But she didn't have any of that. She didn't have any of that support, but she got through it with her God, in her relationship with her God.
Well, you know, I guess because I'm in the educational system, and I at my school, and I guess the hardest thing is to speculate and be intrusive. But are there signs that you know that some of us may be able to kind of identify to lead us to probe a little bit carefully?
Many signs, bedwetting.
Yes.
Those are signs.
Bedwetting.
Bedwetting is a sign.
Okay.
Okay, when your child is around a certain person who don't want to talk, they look scared. Those are signs, and they should not be overlooked. Yeah. There are many signs. Some children don't eat. As a child, they don't eat properly because they have a lot going on in the inside of them. They're internalizing the abuse that's going on, but out of fear, they don't say anything.
Right.
So what we need to do as parents, we always need to have a good dialogue. That's very important. A dialogue with a child. I understand that we are disciplinarians, but we must have a dialogue and make our children feel comfortable enough to talk to us about anything at any given time.
And I guess, you know, once you get to that, as you become adulthood, it may lead to other problems. It may lead to depression. It may lead to drug and alcohol abuse.
Have you ever heard of the terminology that hurt people?
Yes.
Okay.
I heard that because they don't know any other way but to hurt.
To hurt people,
Yeah.
because they're screaming on the inside, but their voices are not being heard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So the pain lies on the inside, dormant, trying to come out, but it comes out in a different way that it hurts other people.
Right. Yeah,
So-
because there's trust issues.
Exactly.
Now you have
Trust factor.
There's trust issues.
Yes.
There's self-esteem issues.
Yes.
And then
Blaming yourself,
Yeah.
being hard on yourself, yeah.
Well, like I said, and then once you start doing all that, they kind of spin off into like I said, alcohol.
Oh, definitely.
And
Oh.
self-hurt and all these things.
This book goes into that too. It delves into the issue of drug addiction and all of that, because not only does Mimi face abuse herself, her siblings also face abuse, and when they come of age, that's exactly what they did, turn to drugs and alcohol
To suppress the pain.
to suppress the pain.
That's right.
Exactly.
Well, that's awesome. Definitely looking forward to it. Do you have any other?
No, well, we have another book. But this is going to be, I'm going to do a book signing here.
Okay.
Right, and thank you, Miss Bobby. And we're going to do a book sign here in December. It'll be a couple days before Christmas. We're going to do a book sign. I'm going to have the book and there's going to be an LP with it. So we got a song going along with it, and it's going to be a little special. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you coming. Wish you much success.
Thank you so
And I really
much.
appreciate for you just to bring awareness to this, and hopefully, some young people can take heed of this.
We know that it is happening, it's ongoing now, so if anybody out there is experiencing any abuse of any type, it doesn't matter what type, there's a number, it's 1-800-799-SAFE, S-A-F-E. Yes. Thank you.
We want to thank Ms. Juanita Murphy for joining us tonight and spreading the word about her book. And Coach, I owe you an apology because it's something that we didn't talk about that is, I know this is very near and dear to your heart, something that you're a part of, that you guys do once a month. I'm going to see if you're that in tune to where you know what I'm talking about.
Once a month?
I think so. Yeah, it's a club.
What's that? Oh. I have a couple of organizations. You're talking about like Minority Coaches Network.
That one.
We are in tune. We have a Minority Coaches Network. With and really, we are in a information-based society, and I feel like I'm old at 45 in the business, and I feel compelled to educate and to provide resources. My brother's Darius Lamont, he's moved to Texas. He's coaching in Spring, Texas, and he was the president. I'm the vice president. So I kind of feel like these Ascension coaches. We're in a little bit of a transition right now. We're going to galvanize some more in the offseason with my attention and so we focus on St. James and what we're doing. But it's an opportunity for us as minority coaches to share ideas, to share experiences, to provide resources, to talk about recruiting, helping kids get recruited, to talk to coaches, the situations that sometimes young coaches may not be familiar with, learning how to have effective communication with parents, be over-communicating, having over-communication and all that. So very excited because we meet and get a chance to sit down with Bryce Brown, get a chance to sit down with Coach Jerry Phillips at Warren Eastern, right. Coach Reese, and all those guys in the New Orleans area and all that. So really excited about the work that we're doing. And last year we got together and we had mega students, which we do that to allow the college scouts to have a one-stop shop to see all the kids.
Right.
So we're trying to get more and more exposure to these kids in college. In terms, I really believe this is something we talk about with in the group. We have a cycle that we have to bring to some people, and we got to chip away at it. And it starts with our kids.
Right.
If we can get our kids to be able to, to get a quality education, use athletics to provide a college education, to come back and help our communities develop more, to make us stronger because of the educational resources that we have, then we can break a lot of these barriers, these cycles, and have foster new growth.
Absolutely. I want to make this announcement right now too. I've already set the date. I think I have the location. Off the Bench Sports will be doing its first exposure ranking football camp March 7th, 2020. The cost is $50. We're going to have about 10 stations of every position that it is. Quarterbacks are going to be with the quarterback coach, and they're going to have a camera on them. Running backs will be with running back coaches. They'll have a camera on them. Every station will have its own camera filming so that it's no rush for a camera guy to be at one place or another. Coach Marcus Randall at Woodlawn has committed to be a part of it. And
I work with those linemen. I'm good. I love football, so you will come down to
Vacherie, Woodlawn, Baton Rouge, I don't really care. Either one of those places work fine for me.
Good.
But I can guarantee you this, Off the Bench Sports is going to do something really big that nobody's ever expected or dreamed of. And all you guys have to do is come on board because you're welcome. So
that's a lot of, one of the biggest things that I would tell kids and was beneficial to that, there's more than LSU football.
Right.
They're doing great, you know what I'm saying? But there's, like, 500 colleges you can play at.
Right.
And there's opportunities that are, out there. So the more exposure you get, the more things that you do like that, and the more research you do, is going to give you an opportunity. Because right now, the LSU's, the Alabamas, the Floridas, those guys, they're recruited on a national. They've got to get those 4 and 5 stars.
Right.
They got to get those. But there's a lot of quality, 2-star kids that can fulfill some rosters throughout many different places. And that's what's good about those camps.
And as it said, even though you may not be ready for 4 or 5-star football, there's always JUCO 2-year schools to get you prepared to get to the 3, 4, 5-star schools. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not going to lose face because you do it. It's just a matter of you getting up every day and fighting for what you want. And so that's going to be bringing us to a close again. We want to shout out our hosts, Tip-Off Sports Bar, Grill, and Daiquiri. Ms. Bobby, I've got people that have committed to donate some high school jerseys for you. I'll be bringing them with me next week. We want to thank you. Again, the ambiance here is beautiful. The atmosphere is beautiful. You guys have provided great food all night for the customers. And if you're above 21 years of age, no, that's talking about the other side of the life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the other side of the life.
I smell the food. I'm hungry too. I get I smell
So
it.
we want to thank our hosts, Ms. Bobby and Tip-Offs, our sponsors, Go Share and Amadale Attorneys at Law, Don'tDelay.com, 225-647-1700, Alan V. Davis and Associates, AVDlaw.com, that's out of Gonzales, Louisiana, Triple B's Barbershop. Come get the Triple B experience. That's Smoke Smith, 225-328-6920, and Automotive Repair Consultants, Baton Rouge, 225-250-2232, Cordell Jones. They specialize in Nissan and Nissan makes and models, all makes and models of Nissan. So go see them. Great pricing, great service, super fast turnaround. That's tonight's show. That's the end of tonight's show. The show live.